So for this video, we are going to work on the terminal, and we will download data from a web page and execute the code from that file, okay, from the file that we will generate in here. And please remember that there are some methods that can be, you can just obtain your data sets. For example, you may want to download data from another location, like a web page or a server, or you can query data from a database or an API, like MySQL or Twitter, or you can extract the data from another file, like an HTML file or a spreadsheet in here. And you may want to generate data yourself, like reading some sensors or taking some surveys, okay? But today we will work on terminal, and so we will be interacting with our shell in here. So when you open your terminal, you may just write bash, then it's going to move to your bash that I just want to work on bash for today. And so we will install some data from internet. For this aim, we are going to use that curl command. Okay, curl command is used to install data from internet. And let's first check out the Gutenberg project in here. This is the web page, www.gutenberg.org, and we will use this web page for today. And it is a project that's containing more than 60,000 free ebooks in here, okay? You may see lots of free books in areas in this web page. And for today, I choose that book. This is the Logic of Chance book by John Wren. And now we will try to download this book by using our terminal for today, okay? And so first of all, maybe we should first get the web page, like the name here. Yeah, we should get title first. And by using curl command, we can just write curl in here, and we can just check out the books and download one of them, okay? And here is what we can write as, and then write the name of the txt. And after that, I want to see the first 10 lines when I just download. Okay, this is the project Gutenberg ebook of the Logic of Chance. Maybe when you just see this part, you remember here, and we are just seeing the first like 10 lines in our terminal for today, okay? And we have all the data sets from that web page. And if you do not use that as option, that stands for silent, this guy. And let's see, we will see that as, dash as. And if we do not use that guy, this is stand for silent, Linux show you the process or of your downloading. Let's try it. And now you are able to see that part in here, okay? And so now what are we going to do is that I want to save the data to a file, and like in here, I want to save my data. Now this time, instead of showing it on my bash, I want to just add this one to my, let's say, prop book. And this is up to you guys. You can just give it any name. You can even say pizza in there, okay? And okay, this is my prop book, and I just want to get that as txt file, like in original one. And now I'm just getting the file in here, and when I ls, you will see that I have my prop books txt on my files in here, okay? And what else you can do with this txt file? You can just take the data set from that Gutenberg web page, and you may want to change all the text to lowercase and extract all the words using that grep function or grep command, and just try what will happen. Just try it, okay? And so I want to just use curl command from that web page. Let's see. Let's go there. And I want to add this guy first. And second thing, I'm piping, okay, in here, I'm piping my comment. So the input, I mean, the output of this part is going to be input of the right side, okay? So I want to just change all the text to lowercase. So how can I do that? We can just use tr comment in here. And now we will just change all the uppercase comments to lowercase. This is the command how you implement this job in here. And so I'm having upper ones and just to change all of them to lower cases in here. The next thing I want to do for this example is that I want to grab all the words, okay, all the words and put each word on separate line. So I want to use that grab command and I want to put all of them in a separate, I want to get all the words and just put them in separate lines. So how we are just splitting, sorry guys, how we are splitting is that, so I will use that slash, and to do that, we are just adding W plus in here. So this command will get all your words and just separate them and put all of them on a separate line. What we are doing is that we are just going to count all the words and see how often a word is using in this book. It's kind of a text mining in this example, okay? It's a very basic example of text mining. And now I want to sort these words that I get, okay? I want to sort them. And now after sorting, I want to remove all the duplicates and count how often each word appears in the listing. Maybe you remember, or you can just ask yourself which comment I should use in here. You want to remove all the duplicates and count how often each word appears in the list. So as you may remember that, you can just use unit comments in here and just count them, okay? I want to sort them one more time, depending on the numbers in here. And I want to see the first 10 of them. That means we are going to keep that 10 lines and we will see the most frequent 10 words in this book. Maybe you have some guess in here, which words can be the most seen in this book in here, which is in English. And when you just run this part, it takes some time. And you see that the most common used one is the in English. Yeah, this is kind of predictable. And you see how many times the words is included in that book. And the second one of to in A is and that be with, okay? We see that guys in that book in here. So you can also copy your previous comment to a file. Let's see how it works. I can just write echo in here. And so when I just add this guy, when I just add this guy in here, that means the previous comment, okay? This refers to previous comment and I'm just getting that previous comment. I want to put that one into my file. Let's see my comment, okay? And here is my comment, or I just say my con. And so I'm just adding all this comment to my con file in here. So if you want to execute your code, okay, instead of writing everything one more time, you can just say bash and the name of your file, mycon. And this is going to run the same command for you guys in your file and just give the results for you. It's just executing your code, okay? And also there are some other ways that we can execute it. But for the second way of executing our code, we first change the permission to execute the file. Change mode is used for this one. Now we want to change the permission to execute this file in here. And I'm just going to add change mode and to u plus X in here, and you should add the name of your file in here, which was mycom in my example. Now we changed the permission for this file, and now I'm able to, in this example or in this comment, please keep in mind that U stands for you. That means it's giving a permission, you guys. And plus means plus, and X stands for permission to execute, okay? And this is what's happening in here. And now we want to just execute that mycom in an easier way. This is how we are executing, and it's just doing the same job for us. So there are several ways in here. I think this one may be the easier one, okay? And so there is another way that you can just write your command in a file, and you can just save your data in another file, and you can just execute your file by using these data sets, okay? Let's see how it is going to work. I want to get to that website again and just get the source in here. Let's clear the page. So we are going to use that curl command one more time. Okie dokie. And so we will get this txt file, the book in here, and I want to put it my data.txt. Okay, here is my data.txt. Okay, when I just ls, you see that I have my book one more time here. And now I also want to use my previous command that just write command in a file in here. You remember that we just use this of echo, let's see. So we can just use echo in here to write our command in a file, but you should add these guys in here. So please remember, we were just using tr to change lower to upper cases to lowercase. Let me get this part. And so we just use it before in here. And here is what. Okie dokie. So in here, we will just, by using echo, let's see what is echo doing. Echo is just writing this command on bash, okay? So we are just changing all upper cases to lower and just group all the words and just put them in a separate line, sort them, and remove all the duplicates and just see the unique ones and sort again. So in this example, I want to just save the first, let's say, 90 of them, okay? So when you just write echo, it is going to write this, like this part on here. So instead of writing on my screen, let's write this guy into a file, and it has to be sh file. And I want to just save it into an sh file in here. So what is happening in here that we are just saving our command in a file, okay? Okie dokie. Now I have my code.sh. If you want to see that, we can just use, okay? You can see by using cat file what is happening inside that file. And so I want to change the mode because I want to execute this part. So here is what we used it before. We are going to use u plus x, sorry guys, x. And in here, I'm going to use my code.sh, okay? I'm just changing it to an executable file. And now if you want to run this command for your book, you can just write cat my data.txt. So my data.txt just include my book in here, and I want to see the first 90 most used word in this book in here. And so here is how I was executing my code in here, okay? So after that, we are able to see the first 90 ones in here. I see probability And now still there are some common words question, and the last one in neither words is had in this example, okay? It's kind of a text mining in here. And this is all I wanted to say about getting some data from a web page and just execute your codes from a file, okay? And I just want to show you some small tricks too. For example, we are able to replace some values, let's say by using echo commands. I can just use echo for, let's say, hello world. So instead of this tab, this space, you may want to change it to like a dash. So I just want to pipe this part, and by using tr, which is a very useful command in here, and just get that part and change it to that space part and change it with a dash in this example. You see that difference? tr and echo can be used also to change some values in your data, or you can just combine multiple of them. Let's see what I mean. I want to use hello world again. And for tr, I want to get that space and this guy in here and change them to dash and question mark. And now instead of that hello world, I have this version. You can just use that tr for your text and your in your comments in here. And this is all I want to talk about, how to download data from a web page and how to execute your code from a file by using terminal.